Hey there, so we are starting chapter 5, and the first big idea in chapter 5 is multiplying fractions. And so we're going to take a look at a couple of example problems here. The first one is 1/4 times 2/3, and the first thing that we want to do is really think about what that means. So just like in the problem 3 times 4, that would mean 3 groups of 4. This means 1/4 of a group of 2/3. Okay, so we're going to model that. We're going to pretend that we've got a pan of brownies here. The square represents a pan of brownies, and it is 2/3 full of brownies. So 1/3 of these have been eaten, but there are still 2/3 of a pan available. So I come along, I love brownies, and I'm going to eat some of what's here. Not all of it, that would be too much, but I'm going to eat 1/4 of this 2/3 pan of brownies. Okay, so I've shown the 2/3 pan of brownies. Now what I'm going to show is what happens if I eat 1/4 of those brownies. So I'm going to divide this up into fourths, and eating 1/4 would mean eating this top row of the brownies that are here. Okay, so what I can see is that this section right here shows what 1/4 of 2/3 is. All right. Now, if I think about how to interpret that, I notice that there are two sections. If you want to think of these as brownies, I've eaten 2 brownies, and in the entire pan, if it was full, it would hold 12 brownies of that size. So my answer here would be 2/12. Okay? If we take a look at one more example, 1/3 times 2/3 means that we're finding 1/3 of a group of 2/3. So we're going to start with 2/3 of a pan of brownies again, but this time I'm going to be a little bit hungrier, and instead of eating 1/4 of the brownies that are available, I'm going to eat 1/3 of those, so a bigger section. So I'm going to show this again like I did before, but this time I'm going to take the available brownies and I'm going to split them up into 3 equal groups, and I'm going to eat 1/3 of all the brownies that are available in the pan. Well, I can see once again I ate 2 brownies altogether, but these are bigger brownies because it only takes 9 brownies of this size to fill up the entire pan. So the product in this case is 2/9. Now, as you go through this assignment, you're probably going to see a pattern start to develop that would help you figure out what the answer is without having to draw the picture every time. And so that's where we got started today, was this idea of modeling.